Off the play fake.
I wasn't even ready, bro. Damn.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
That's what you got, look. That's what you got.
Caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it, but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so
I was trying to put the link.
Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
He'll be dropped.
I'm posting a link in the chat, though.
About 6 across the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside.
Hey, what's up with that horse? What is that?
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. To throw is King, operating from the gun. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Yeah, why? Yeah, this sorry-ass corner can't press that big-ass nigga, but I'm going to have to double him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Which one?
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Alright, there's the position.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Back to you.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
To the mic. Here I come. Mic 2.
On 3rd down, Daniels. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And
this is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, Daniels. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Yeah.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd
I got
time
him
they've looked in his direction.
a right tackle.
Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Throwing on 3rd and long. Daniels. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I'm trying to use the catch. I don't
might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
The first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Bro, this nigga's wide open, bro. What the fuck?
Big play there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Shit. Watch the shit.
Operating from the gun. Daniels taking a shot for Samuel. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Flush to his right. He's got a first down past the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
It's some bullshit. Which one, bro? You're not talking. What team we got? 49er?
This quarterback now already over 200 yards in this first quarter. And he's got another 1st and 10. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
Now King. From the gun, he'll throw. Going for the deep ball. And this is, oh my goodness.
How the fuck he caught that?
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate.
Yeah, you better throw that bitch ass nigga because
the
fight the nigga ain't finna catch shit no more.
Off play action.
Told you, I'm block expecting. Oh.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I'm gonna hurt that bitch ass
Now the
nigga.
offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside.
You better throw to someone else because I ain't fight the nigga ain't finna see that ball no more.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the
I
sack.
promise
They come
you.
up on a 2nd and very long.
We got 4.
You better find somebody else, boy.
Watch 2. Coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw. King. And that is incomplete. A lot of
You ain't
force
shit
there.
without Higgins, my nigga. I told you.
Hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense.
You ain't
2
shit
extra
without
defensive
Higgins.
backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade
Yeah,
of
my
grass.
nigga, you ain't shit
That
without
allowed them to
Higgins.
disrupt the play.
Look, I shut that man down. Double team can't do shit no more. Oh, you took him out? Okay. That's what I like to see.
Here's King operating from the gun.
Fuck out of here,
The
nigga.
throw there going to be incomplete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
4 down. Mike 2. Mike 2.
If you get this shit, I quit.
King throwing on 4th down.
I quit.
His throw caught.
I quit. All right, go ahead, bro.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. In for the score. And the Jets will extend their lead. The point after is good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Who the fuck was that?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
That's what I want to know. Who the fuck was that?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Oh, shit. No.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
What the fuck,
He's
man?
going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags.
Oh, okay.
This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
What that mean? They're gonna fumble?
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Who's that defensive player that says X Factor?
Now a give right side. Dobbins, and he'll take it across.
There's a defensive player on your team that says X Factor.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Let's go, D. Mike 2. I'm here all day. Mike 2. Watch 2. Watch 2. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels.
Throw the ball. He doesn't want to throw it.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack.
What the fuck was that about?
47-yard line.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just
bro, I pressed square like 30 times,
so
bro.
It sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Come on, D. Mike 5. Mike 5. Hey, let's get that ball, D.
To throw on 3rd down. Daniels. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On 1st and 10, King. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught.
Who the
And
fuck
they
is
work this
that?
well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
Oh, I know who I gotta build now.
Routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Looking deep downfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete.
That shit better be incomplete.
The secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On second down, they'll run with White. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
To throw is King on 1st and 10. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now King from the gun, he'll throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown Jets. From 4 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Yeah. What the fuck was that?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here.
That's Harris, bro. He don't fumble.
As they try again with a first down now. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
From the gun, Daniels. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Daniels.
What the fuck was that?
It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over.
My boy jump high as fuck.
Hey, hold on. You can't block me. You can't block me.
King now on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. King. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7.
Can I get a message that says your boy got hurt, dog?
Wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. King. Throwing right, and that's complete. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here's King throwing on 4th down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Daniels. He's going to rifle one deep left side. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
King off the play fake. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 59 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
To throw is King. Throwing on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now King. Going to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
On first down, Dobbins, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second and 10.
Oh my
and for
God.
the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 20. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, nice move. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something.
This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. King. Escaping the pressure right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
King now, looking to throw on second down. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, King. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's King throwing on 4th down. And it's caught. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Myers connects on the PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great...
He's got a man complete. It's a gain of 34. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He's going to air one out, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
That's a rookie.
The return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down now. Dobbins. He's at the 30. 10. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout.
So if you get a touchdown, I swear to God, I'm going to give you a 2nd round pick. But if not, you got to give me one. What's up? What's up?
The end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock.
You don't want to bet. You don't want to bet.
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a
game, bro.
To put up that number of points, continually feeling they're